All right, let me show you what I've been working on. I mentioned in a previous video that I have an 80 Firebird and an 81 Trans Am, and I wasn't sure which car I wanted to build. The Firebird, when I bought it, it was 25 years ago, roughly. I was young. I guess I was dumb. I believed the guy when he told me it was a turbo Trans Am, and found out after many years, which I found out other problems before, but I found out after many years that it was a 6-cylinder Firebird. But after the title was transferred, I got the title in the mail. The title said reconstructed all over it. So the car sat for a long time because it's a 6-cylinder Firebird with a reconstructed title. I didn't know what kind of damage was done to what had happened to the car. So it sat a long time. Wasn't sure if I wanted to build it or what I wanted to do. And I went to kind of tinker with it every once in a while. But I just said to my wife, I was like, I got to get something different. So I bought an 81 Trans Am, never wrecked. The Firebird, when I bought it, it had a red fender on it, red hood, and the front of the car, the nose of the car was red. And the car itself is gold. And the original color of the car is a dark brown. But the Trans Am never wrecked. All the factory panels were still on it. It's just rusted, and I'll show you that. But I've been going back and forth for the past month because I'm ready to work on this stuff. I want to get something going. I would love to be able to just buy a car that's already done, but that's not possible. So I'm going to show you what I have on the Firebird, and then I'll show you the Trans Am. And I'm pretty positive it's the Trans Am I'm going to work on. And I'll show you what I've got. Let me turn the camera around. All right, here's the Firebird. The floor has got a good bit of damage. Let me get in the car here. Okay, you can't really see it through the video, but this section of the floor is hit down a good bit. There's a buckle right here. It comes all along here. It comes all the way over here, and it's buckled down right here. There's a good sized dent right here, which is, you can see it's all rusted. At some point, someone drilled holes for different seats, and that may be why this is all pushed down. I don't think it is, but it may be. But there's a hole drilled there, there, and there. That has to be for seats because the passenger side's the same. So that's the driver's side. That right there is bent down. There's a little bit in the back. I think it was for mufflers. That's what I think. That's why I think that's hammered, or up in some area, down for whatever reason. The passenger side is a bit worse. I'm trying to, let me see if I can, there we go, I zoomed out. Sorry about that. This would have been better for the driver's side too. Passenger side, same thing, holes. There's a hole drilled here, here, and here. There's a buckle in the floor here. Comes all the way down here. Comes all the way across here. And a little bit into this. The 81 has a little bit, like the factory floor has got this right here as well, but it's a little worse here. And the floor pan back here is hammered up, and it's torn. This is a tear that's about 3 inches long from there to there. And then it's hammered up here, and there's just a lot of damage to this floor. Now this car, having a reconstructed title, oh, see, the buckle even goes all through here. It's right here as well. And there's even a little something right at the top, right there. It's a little buckle. I don't know how that, I just don't know how all this stuff happened. I can only assume that it was all from being wrecked, except for possibly the seat. But the seat, the floor on the driver's side, it's hammered down. I said it may have been from the seat. This side isn't like that. It's not hammered down like the driver's side. So I don't know. Toe boards are good. I mean, there's some surface rust. It's kind of thick surface rust. It probably would be, it would probably have to be replaced. The driver's side's still good. So that's the floor. And I'm concerned about putting a frame under it. I have a straight frame. The frame that was under the car was bent. I cut that frame up, it's gone. So the frame I have now was the frame from the 81. I was gonna bolt it to the car and see if the car was straight. But if I bolt it to the car, see if the car's straight, then I gotta put the doors on, hang the fenders. That's a lot of work. And I have a feeling the car is not straight. I don't think I just don't think it's gonna go. None of the panels were lined up when I got the car. I think it's because they just threw it together to sell it. But it's a 6-cylinder Firebird with a reconstructed title. I'm having a problem with that. The cowl tag, it doesn't even match the car. You know, this cowl tag, I gotta clean this car off. It's another thing I've been working on. Cleaning them out and cleaning them off. This cowl tag, it's for an 80. And it's built in the same plant as this car. But the color, according to the tag, the color of the car is supposed to be gold, but this car is actually a dark brown. I love this color brown. I had a 77 that was this color. And this is only the second car I've seen. You know, my 77 being the first one, and then this one. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's not, the fender tag does not belong to this car. Not a huge deal, but it just doesn't belong to the car. Now the 81, the floor has got some rust holes, but it's not. Let me get my light. Let me come back over here, get my light, so I can show you what the 81 looks like. Sorry, I'm trying to be more prepared. But okay, let me get into this one. Now, here's the floor of the 81. We have some rust back here. Let me climb in. This is a decent size hole. And it comes over to here. I can take this out of the 80. The damage on the driver's side of the 80 comes down to about here. So, and then there's nothing back here. So I can cut this whole section out of the 80 and weld that in. The toe boards on this car are also bad. That's pretty bad. I don't know if I would take them out of the 80. I may try, but I'm not sure. And then here's the passenger side. There's a good bit of, there's some holes in that one too. So, and then the other thing I have, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Get in and out of this car. The corner of my dashboard, I just placed these in here for no reason at all, was rusted. So I cut the dashboard out because I wanted to see how bad it was underneath it. And this panel here, this is a structural part of the windshield here. Underneath this, you have another one. It's pretty thick as well. But you can buy this in a kit, it looked like. You get 3 pieces. You get the windshield post, you get this piece, and this piece. All in a kit. So, I don't think I'll have too big of a problem with that. But the floor, it's going to be a lot of work. But this is the stuff I was undecided on. Why I was undecided on which car I wanted to build. But this car is Trans Am, never wrecked, and I don't care that this one is not a T-top car. I used to care, when I was younger, if it didn't have T-tops, I just wasn't into it. But now I'm older, I probably wouldn't even take them out, just because I don't want the sun beating on my head Not like when I was young, I had my 77. The T-tops were always out. But that's what I got. That's what I've been dealing with for many years. Let me turn the camera back around. I forgot I also have some other rust on the 81. The whole trunk floor was bad, so I cut that out. And I knew the driver's side frame rail, rear frame rail, had holes in it, but I was hoping I could just weld some patches in it. But no, once I took the trunk floor out, I saw the inside of both frame rails are just solid rust. It's pretty chunky in some areas. So the frame rails in that car are shot also, but the frame rails in the 80 are in really good shape. So I'll cut the frame rails out of the 80 as well. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I think my next video is going to be, because I have to get into the dashboard area to fix the windshield post, I'm probably going to do a video on removing the dashboard. I'll probably remove the one from the 80, and then I'll do a video of the 81, because I have no idea. I don't remember how to remove the dashboard. I've removed them before, but I don't remember how to do it. So I'll do the one, give myself a little refresher, and then I'll do a video on it. And then from there, I may start cutting some panels and just go from there. I want to get a lot of this stuff done this winter, so I can just, because the next summer I'll be able to paint some stuff. I mean, I'm not going to paint the car in the summer, but if I can get some panels welded in, and then next summer epoxy them, so I can continue on, so I can continue just working my way to the back of the car. I'm probably going to start with the front and work my way to the back, just to keep it moving on. I can only do so much in the winter because my garage is attached to the house. I can't spray all kinds of stuff. You'll see me on the news. My house blew up. I don't want that type of video. So that's where I'm at. All right, I think that's probably where I'm going to end this one. But I'm hoping the next video will be within a couple weeks, and I'll be showing you how to remove the dashboard and just move on. You know what I mean? I just got to keep going. If I stop, I don't know. It's just hard to get started again because I get into other projects. So, but all right. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.